We are ready to pop the cork in Champaign, Illinois, home to the Fighting Illini, and the fans clad in orange and blue are more than ready for this one. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Michigan State Spartans, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Illinois Fighting Illini. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. So Illinois' return team certainly didn't do the offense any favors there. And all eyes will be on this man because he is electrifying every time he touches the ball.
I mean, so much fun to watch. Can hit home runs, can make big plays. Everything in this offense starts with that grown man.
What I really like about him, too, is he's versatile, right? He can carry the rock, he can catch the football, he's good at blocking. This guy stays on the field for a reason.
They'll run play action. And the quarterback caught on 2 and sacked at the 12.
What an effort getting to the quarterback there. And you think about Michigan State D-linemen, Jarrell Worthy, Shalik Calhoun, guys that would use their frame to their advantage, and you just could not block them. This guy has physical ability. He's got a lot of things you can't coach. One of those is that frame, and he used it right there to his advantage.
Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
I love offensive coordinators. They're not afraid to be aggressive early in games. And how about that? Dialing up a shot right away in the first series, trying to seize the momentum.
Slings it downfield. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup. Illinois lining up quickly.
Now, you could tell quarterbacks and wide receivers nowadays, they're so in sync. They understand so much of the details of watch the receiver go deep, sell it, and then sit down. That ball's out, making its way to the wide receiver. Nice pitch, nice catch.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. They're going to throw it again. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. The defense going to stop the clock for the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Illinois coming back to the line with a 1st and 10. The give out of the gun. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to it. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power. A 46-yarder from the left. And it's no good. He missed it. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same. After missing that 46-yard field goal attempt, they'll have it 1st and 10 from their own 29. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. 2nd and short now after that completion. To the ground with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And a great job by the linebacker. You can tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
Quick strike complete. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Leaves it with the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Got it in the middle. It's Brown. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
That's a really good-looking throw, and I love the decision right there. When I think back to my favorite Michigan State quarterback ever, it's Kirk Cousins. Wasn't the biggest, wasn't the strongest, fastest, didn't have the best arm. But he made good decisions. He read the defense and threw the ball accurately on time. This guy has the ability to do that, too. If he keeps this up, this offense is going to be tough to stop.
Now, that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Lets it go. Got it. They will score. Touchdown, Spartans.
And what did I start for this offense? The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner goes down. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
And that's what I like most about this defense. When you try to take shots and make big plays, they get to the quarterback. They get him on the ground. Their 3rd sack of the day. And this is a unit that ranks in the top 10 in sacks in the country.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
They're strong, and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Looking for a block. It's Brown. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Sparty.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Finds his target down the middle. Still on his feet at the 45. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. The corners are walked up tight. They try to pop a run on the draw. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3 as they get set to snap it. Time winding down here in the quarter. Wants to fire on second down. They're working that left side. Makes the catch, and he's brought down. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Johns. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31. This offense has a second down play. Going to the ground. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Physical running style. Maybe the patron saint of that for Michigan State is T.J. Duckett.
Oh, the big fella. And that reminds me of Michigan State football. That's who they are, right? The physicality. They're gonna be blue collar. They're gonna roll up their sleeves, and make no mistake, every game you play against them, if you don't match the physical challenge, you will lose.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Steamrolls his way ahead. Tackle is made at the 44 after the 5-yard gain and the first down.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that one play.
The pull and throw off the RPO. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a first down. And the Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the back. He breaks a tackle. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big gain now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with the pickup of 4. 3rd and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? Quickly complete. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleed.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
It's caught. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. Really good patience and recognition. And how about the tight end just finding the hole and settling and waiting until the quarterback saw it?
And the play completely changes. Once my QB gets outside the pocket, I got to see it, and I got to start working towards him, or if I'm near him, working away. Nice job being on the same page, getting the first down.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Looking downfield, it's Buck. Gets it to the back. And he'll got it into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan State. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
And that's his second receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Illinois offense returns to the field. This is hardly the start they dreamed of, down 21-3. But get a touchdown here and you feel like you're back in it, Jesse.
Yeah, and it's frustrating for this offense as well because they've got the horses. They've got playmakers to light this scoreboard up, much more than the 3 points we're seeing here. I think you just got to stay true to yourself, do you, David, and know that the points are going to come.
Well, it's also frustrating when the defense is giving up points almost every single possession. So they need to score here and take this down and have a good drive, and then the defense needs to pull their weight a little bit too.
A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Escapes trouble. And a little too much adrenaline on that throw. Never gave his receiver a chance.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
At the 45, on his way. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Trying to make magic on the scramble.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes that do it with ease.
And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Man, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. Safe completion on the screen. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to.
And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Illini.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
That last play is what you call a drive starter. They're out to the 47. It's 1st down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Oof. That's one of those plays where you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of those bullets that you got to dodge throughout a game to get the win, to limit those big plays.
The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
This offense picking up so many first downs, it's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Spartans!
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense, is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
And the extra point sails through for a 28-10 lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they get it into the end zone on a 36-yard touchdown pass. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. With 8 seconds to go in the half, wonder if they'll try to get a big play just to see what happens. The give to the back. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. He's going to pass on second down. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, you've been taking in a magnificent scene there today in Champaign.
Illinois has it teed up, ready to start the second half. He'll bring it out. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
With the carry, it's the runback. He's tackled at the 47.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the tailback. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
I know the passing game sells. The passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. He'll try it again. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open, go make a play. Man, throw it up, run it, do something. You can't take a sack on 4th down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for him.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Right back to the well. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. Illinois right back to the line. Quick release on the RPO. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Clock ticking away as we have 4 minutes left here in the third. They're going to test the right side with this one. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball's at the 17. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out quickly. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get close.
Continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. All alone as he catches it. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
This is so great to see, and it's such a big part of the evolution in college football today with spread offense, up-tempo, RPO game. QBs have got to be great with their ball mechanics in the play-action game. You saw a great example of that right there.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Second down coming up.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant.
Touchdown, Sparty! And the pummeling has started. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here now.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
He'll try to do it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there.
And the defense gets to the quarterback.
And you could easily argue the biggest reason this team is trailing here in the second half is because they have not been able to protect their quarterback tonight. They've already given up 5 sacks in the game, and you just saw another one right there. This offensive line has had problems all night.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. It's complete. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
To the air on first down. Quick completion on the out. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Line getting set on second down. The aerial assault continues. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Illinois.
Yards after catch. That's what this guy gives you. That was a simple slant pass. He caught it, made guys miss, showed you the speed, and it was pay dirt from there. What can you say about this guy's athleticism, man? He is such a weapon.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Getting some heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
Using the quick game. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Buck. Lets it fly. Pulls it in inside the 10. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan State. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Man, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
The Illinois offense returns to the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. And they're trying to dig out of the hole on 2nd and long from the 9.
And you can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
Handoff to the single back. I'm not sure he made it out of the end zone, and it is a safety. After giving up that safety, they'll have to boot it away and give it right back to them. Looking for a block, it's Brown. They make the tackle at the 39, but a really good job by the return team there. Here comes the offense on first down. Movement here from the tight end. Running back searching for a hole. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Going with the ground game left. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Power football with the run. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
I think you run that play in 2nd down knowing it's going to make 3rd down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know 3rd down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
Makes the grab. Touchdown, Spartans. And the punishment has been extended. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Line gets set, first down. They'll start this drive with a pass. Makes the grab down the middle.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. On the return, it's Brown. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He lets one fly deep. Lost, the defense is wide open.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. Even in the fourth quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive, pedal to the metal.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Not a lot of room down here. He's able to pick up 2. It's down at the 12. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Back to throw. It's Buck. Trying to get to him. Couldn't find anywhere to throw the football. Just got rid of it. And that's the number one thing. Avoid disaster here. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Smarty. And the stomping has commenced. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Comes out throwing on first down. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. What can they pull out of the playbook here on second and long from the 17? He's looking to throw. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive.
Michigan State offense will take over.
All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Bunch formation for these receivers. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He'll do it himself. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss.
Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The analytics nerds will tell you that a 4-yard pickup on first down is a successful play. Let's see what they have on 1st and 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Knocked off his feet, but not before he picks up 6 yards down to the 10. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
He'll pull it on the read. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total. And with that touchdown, I would say this one is out of reach.
It is out of reach. A lot of coaches pull their starters, start to build some of that depth, put some other guys in. But listen, keep playing, keep executing. Their job is stop.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's in the gym.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He's taking a deep shot late in the game.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home crowd. You love it. Nothing like having a big lead in the 4th quarter, Palmer, and not having to stress or worry.
Yeah, really impressive just seeing how they were able to take everything from the practice field this week and apply it to game day. They've been locked in all week with the game plan, running and throwing the football, man. This has been impressive.
Nice job playing assignment football by that defensive end. Knowing what my job is, not letting that quarterback get out, get loose, making a good play, and most importantly, being there in the right spot and getting him on the ground.
That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination and all